So if you're wondering what all the background noise is, I have 3 daughters. I don't know what's going on. They're fighting over a hairbrush or something like that. But that's what all the background noise is if you hear the kids yelling. Sorry about that. But I'm not going to go get in the middle of it. I'm going to let them be. Hey guys, just got back from the junkyard. I went scouting for some things. There are no Taurus fans, there are no Cougar fans, no Mark 8 fans, nothing like that available anymore. Everything is newer than the old stuff that I used to use. Like that there is a Taurus fan that I mounted. I mounted this Taurus fan in factory shroud. So I went to the junkyard, tried to find the best fitting fan I could find for the radiator on this 88. And this is out of a 2012 Ford Fusion. I figured that this is green ground, black is positive. I don't know what this wire does. It's got a control module. I can't seem to find a thing about it on the interwebs. If I go directly off of this, it works too. I might just do that. I kind of wanted to have an extra speed if I could. I was hoping that maybe this would be a trigger. Hopefully I can figure that out. But anyway, I got her hooked up to show you that I'm gonna guess that's like high or something. That's pretty decent. So just to show you, it is a little bit bigger than the Fox body fan. I'm gonna have to trim it up a little bit to make it work. With its upper radiator hose, I'm gonna have to trim this corner out. I'm pretty close with mounts though. I think I can make something to mount right there. And then the original screw, sorry, I'm bad at aiming this camera. This here, I think I can also somehow use that. And then maybe make something for down there to slip in those. I don't know, we'll come up with something. But that's the best I could come up with there. It's really close to, it's the closest I could come in size anyway. It's gonna have to work because, like I said, I can't find anything else. Back to show you the progress. So I took and I cut this out. I took more off than I originally anticipated. I started cutting with this and it busted a chunk out of here. I didn't want it looking like garbage or any more garbage than it already does. So I remembered on my Taurus fan on the 8.9, I used one of these oscillating saws. So I finished her off with that. I kind of trimmed it back right here so I don't smack it all the time. I'm probably going to go through and sand this down a little bit. I'm not 100% sure if I need to cut this. I might have to cut this all the way down. But I also had to trim so the petcock can get accessed. On this side here, I'm all the way to the end. And with that, this tab lines up pretty well. And then on this one here, I took the oscillating saw and put a little groove right here. And it's sitting right in there. She ain't going anywhere. So what I've come up with is, where'd they go. I got a couple L brackets. I think they'll fit pretty well right here. And this one actually lines up with the original hole. I'm gonna have to, I think I'm gonna wind up shaving that center down. I guess I should have explained better. This is where the factory shroud mounted. I drilled a little hole. It looks like this. I drilled a hole right in the middle of that. Actually, it's a little bit off center, but that's, you get the point. Drilled a hole through that and used the factory bolt there. This is the factory bolt for, those are the factory shroud bolts. There's this little test fit. Seeing how it fit in there. I got a table sitting here with all these bolts on it, so anyway, there she is. She's all in there. It needs cleaned, as you can tell, but I think it'll do the job just fine. It actually looks like it's a little more shallow than this. When I put this together, I was a little bit concerned about that right there touching the pulley and the fan, but wound up having, I don't know, 1.5 inches, 1.25 inches, something there. So obviously I'm going to take this back out when I put the motor in it, but I just wanted to test fit, see how it looked. So when I'm out here working on cars and I need something to eat real quick, that's my go-to right there. I'll even eat it with them fingers right there. See how dirty those are? That's just flavor. Looks like I got a bat in the cave. Sorry about that, folks. Look what's behind me. Truck right there. That's UPS. Looky, looky. He stopped in front of here. I need to somehow come up with an overflow mount though. Okay, I'm just gonna show this to you real quick, how easy this works. Hopefully I can do this without holding onto it. But I'm trimming this to try and make the overflow bottle work. Can't do it. So I came at it with a different angle that I couldn't hold with the camera in my hand. Let's see how it fits. All right, folks, here it is. I'm pretty happy about it, to be honest with you. I don't know, it took me about 2-3 hours to nibble at everything, get it all where I needed it, but overall I think it turned out okay. So the overflow bottle, we had another guest appearance from an L bracket. That worked out well. And there's plenty of space back between this that I was able to just stick a bolt in this. I stacked some washers to make a spacer because there's, I don't know, 3/4 inch between here and the back of the shroud. And it turned out really well, I think. So the materials I used were 3 L brackets, miscellaneous bolts and crap like that, and that bad boy right there. I wouldn't do this without that. I'm an idiot and I started doing it with that, and I'd probably, that piece right there, it busted a chunk out, so I didn't want to look at that, so I nibbled it out with this. And then here had the same problem down here, but it's okay because I'm okay with that. I'll live with it. There's some other odds and ends that I might do. I'm going to clean it, obviously. Might sand it. get some of these corners off and stuff like that, but we'll see. I just needed to get this done so it's ready to go when I'm ready to go, because that came. Oh damn, that's been sitting in the sun. She's real hot, so I'm gonna leave it there for a minute. That there is where the oil not the oil sending unit, but that light in the dash, that's the sensor for that. You know, the light that doesn't work, they plugged it off. I'll probably throw some silicone or something around that just to make sure it doesn't leak on me. But I mean, it's Dorman. You get what you get. I don't know what I paid, 40 bucks, 50 bucks for it. But it's better looking than the one that was on there. Let's just say that. But we'll see how good the holes line up and everything when I go to put it on them. Not always very fond of some of Dorman's products. Plus I watch South Main Auto a lot and see some of the crap. Just today, Eric's posted two things, an ECU and a vacuum pump that went bad on a customer. He called it this episode of Let's Leave the Customer Walking or something like that. Pretty hilarious. Anyway, there she blows. Alright, here she is mounted up with the overflow. Man, that's a mess here. I gotta get this stuff moved around. Anyway, that's what it looks like with the overflow on there. I'm pretty happy about it. My tool tray's back. Thank you for watching that episode. I gotta be honest with you, I am about 2 or 3 weeks, probably more like 4 weeks behind schedule, because I wanted to hurry and get Frankie back together. Frankie is back together for the most part. I still got some stuff to work on, but just know that there are more videos coming up. It does run, and it runs very well. It's all documented. I did need to interject right here because number one, I didn't have a very good ending for this video. So it's over now, okay? But I also needed to stop and thank my cousin Shawn. I hit him up. I said, Shawn, I need a guy to hook me up with some music to start my videos, because that would be pretty rad. I think it was the very next day he had me something, and here we are. So I hope you liked the beginning. It's going to stay for a while. I might change the video on it, but I really like what you did, Shawn, and I really appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching, everybody. Please subscribe. Like the video too. Comment. I really appreciate everybody that's watching. I think there's only like 33, 32 subscribers right now, but we'll get there. Thanks, folks. Ta-ta.